the effort from the defense today. What do you have to say about that?
No shocker. I don't blame him. Put my defensive hat on, I wasn't happy either. But like I said, when you're the head coach, you're never happy when you walk off these practice fields. If you feel like one side is really kind of won the day. I always kind of like to see it be a little more balanced, a little more competitive. But today, the offense definitely won the day. Really kind of pushed them around all day, I thought. Won all the 2-minute drills. Way too many big plays. Bunch of big plays. It didn't really matter who was a quarterback or running back or receiver. Just offensively, kind of the opposite of what we said the last time I met with y'all at a scrimmage. They just had great rhythm all day, throwing and catching. We didn't really have a drop till the very end, but it was very encouraging from that standpoint, but disappointing defensively because I hadn't really seen us have a day like that right here defensively in a while, where we just never could really. We just didn't bring the juice. Just didn't have it. And when you don't bring the juice on this practice field, you get exposed, and that's what happened today. So hats off to the offense. Again, I thought they were tremendous today, and they made some mistakes. We still had a few procedural issues and a few little things that could cost us, but all in all, just throwing and catching, running the football, the consistency, all three groups, really won the day. And then especially to see the 2-minute situations. We had 4 different 2-minute opportunities, and I think they won all 4. 2 of them were touchdown situations, 2 of them were field goal situations. And then we also did overtime today. And I put our 2s versus the 1s, and the 2s won overtime, which is positive. And that shows the depth that we have, and that's something that we've worked really hard on in camp to try to be a deep team. We need to be deep to really do what we want to do. But despite really not having our best day defensively today, it's been a good camp. It really has. Defense was kind of that day that offense maybe had the first day at Jerk Meadows, but I know what they can do. Again, for whatever reason, couldn't put it together today. Give the offense credit for that. But we'll turn the page now. We got big personnel meetings this weekend. Try to make some decisions, and then we'll start really working more toward our season prep, game prep on Monday. Leading up to school on Wednesday. School will be first day's Wednesday. They'll be out. We'll have no practice that day, and so. I know we're excited to start looking at opponents, tape, and kind of turn that page. But it's been a long camp. We've still got a little more work to do. It's at that point now where we got to start honing in, plus bringing them back a little bit physically, and that's what our focus will be. And then getting our personnel exactly the way we want it going into game 1, and then we'll go from there.
Coach Campbell said there were a lot of guys that were held out today. You just decided to hold some guys?
We did hold a few guys. We limited a few guys. Not a lot of guys held out for injury today. Shaq wasn't able to go today. We had Shaq and who else did we have out? Marcus Edmond. Still, we held him out today. There's one more guy, but not a lot of guys from an injury standpoint. We did limit a few guys, offense and defense, but it was good. We got a lot of guys got an opportunity to get out and compete. Hopefully, can take some confidence from today, and then also just get better. Those of them who didn't play quite as well. Sometimes you watch the tape, you don't feel good about what you saw live and in color, and then you watch the tape and you really realize that, man, 7 or 8 of them guys really played pretty doggone good. We just had some breakdowns here and breakdowns there, and that counts, but you're really trying to evaluate everybody individually too. So we'll get a lot out of it. We'll work a lot on special teams today. I thought Will Spires was tremendous punting the ball. Pleased with all the kickers. We've had pretty good competition there. Hugel's, has kind of been Hugel. He's very consistent. He's got a lot of mental toughness. Spence didn't have as good a day today as he did last day. Brooms had a solid day. But all those guys are kicking off good. And I feel good about the battery right now and our snappers. holders and all that stuff.
Tavian said he had maybe one of his best days as far as the scrimmage is concerned, but especially with the way Travis has played lately. Just talk about the running back room.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we had just a lot of big plays today. All the quarterbacks had big plays. All the running backs had big plays. I think his was the 3rd and 1, short yardage, and took it the distance, busted through free, and really showed his speed. Travis has a big play every day. Just another day for him. Really good to see that. I thought Milan had a couple big plays. T. Higgins had some big plays. DeAndre Overton had big plays. T.J. Chase had a big play. All of them. Cornell had a big play. Dion had a big play. Ray had a big play. Will Swinney had a big play. I mean, I'm getting deep now. I mean, it was across the board. So it was just a lot of big plays all the way down the lineup today. Again, Amari, he kind of shows up every day. I think he kind of made him roll his ankle a little bit, but just a real good day from that standpoint.
Did that battle for the number 3 quarterback become any clearer today?
We're going to watch the tape. I mean, again, if anything, probably just continued to be a tight race because they really performed well. I think the first 3 guys, especially, really, all 3 of them had good days. All 3 of them had a couple plays they'd like to have back, but I was not disappointed at all. And Chase is still, he's got a little further to go just from a owning the offense standpoint. We'd have to really pare it down just a little bit for him right now. But he hasn't had as much work. I mean, he get here till second summer term. Man, but the progress he's made, and that kid's got some swagger. He's got some gamesmanship to him. He makes plays. He'll create with his feet. So I'm really pleased with all 4 of them. But we're going to talk personnel, and like I said, we'll make some decisions. And at some point, you got to say, okay, hey, this is how we're going to go play. But there's no lifetime contracts for anybody. Shadell Bell got to go play. Shadell Bell had a nice day. He had a big play out there today. Renfro had a big play today. I mean, just about every one of our skill guys showed up today, which was good to see. It was very consistent throwing and catching.
With the success you guys have had defensively, you don't get overly too concerned when the offense wins the day like they did today.
Oh no, they'll bounce back. I mean, I've been around too many camps, done this too many times. Now I don't see it often where it's all 3 groups pretty consistent. That was just the day. But no, we'll be all right. We'll be all right on the defense. Coach V might not be real happy for a couple of days when watching the tape, but they'll respond. This whole team, I mean, it's the same thing. Offense had a really lousy day a few days ago, and these guys have pride, and they come back and they want to do well. They go perform, and that's how you hear me say that all the time. If you don't bring it on this practice field, it's going to be a rough day for you. But that's why we've been successful, because there's just a high level of competitiveness on the practice field, which helps us be successful on game day. This was just, again, one of those days where it just kind of went the offense's way.
Were there many penalties today on either side of the ball?
We were better. We didn't have as many. One thing I will say that I've been really pleased with is we worked really, really hard to try to just clean up some of these pass interference calls that we had last year. I think we led the world in PIs. We've worked hard on that, and all the 3 scrimmages that we've had with ACC crews, and we ask them, hey, call it just like it's a game day, because we need the discipline, we need the work, the accountability. And our guys have really responded. They've had a nice camp. Mike and Mickey have done a good job in getting those, just improving. I think we had one today, and that was on Ray. And he probably had 10 snaps or so, and one of them was on him. So that part, I'm very encouraged. We've improved.
Is Ray still playing on defensive corner?
Yeah, he plays, like I said, the other day. He's maybe 15% over there, and 85% at wide out. But we try to get him some reps every day, just to keep bringing him along and developing him.
How much of the working with the boxing gloves helped with the pass interference?
Well, like I said, they've had to learn. They've had to win with their feet. and clean up their technique issues. So we've pretty much done that every day in our one-on-ones, which is the hardest period. That's a hard period for a DB when you got no pass rush. It's just you and the receiver, the quarterback hold it, hold it with no fear. But it's helped us. I really believe that. I think that, again, they've had to really gain more confidence with their technique and their feet, especially, and how they anchor instead of grab. But hopefully that'll carry over for us in a game situation. I mean, again, we're aggressive. We're going to have some pass interferences along the way. I mean, it's foolish to think they're not, but if we could just go from last in the world, the middle of the pack, then we won't be a 503c charity organization anymore. We gave up way too many chunks last year for just bailing people out, and a lot of them weren't even, plays that would have been made, but we're grabbing people. So we've worked hard on it, and they've taken a lot of pride in it. So I expect it to really carry over.
Was it a little bit unexpected how fast Travis has come along, being a true freshman?
Yeah, he's probably been the biggest surprise to me, and just, because I obviously never coached these guys, and he's a guy I really didn't get to know very well until late in the process, but yeah, I mean, his toughness, he's still got a lot to learn to be an every down player, but man, his natural running ability and explosiveness and ability to break tackles and make people miss, and then he's so fast, he can run away. He's going to be a dynamic player for us. I'm really, really excited. But he's been a huge surprise for us in camp. Amir Trapp, probably the other guy. If I had to just name one guy that I think has really, gained the confidence of the coaching staff.